Air movement has a tradition of efficiency, safety, and teamwork that gets the job done. An important technique for the air movement of cargo has been developed and proven that maintains and moves ahead the tradition of reliability in the processing of incoming cargo and material for transport to final destination. The C-130 Hercules is the workhorse of the Canadian Forces and has been in service since 1960. The technique is the Air Movement Cargo System. Keeping things moving in an orderly way is crucial to Air Command. Experience has helped develop the cargo buildup theory that makes it possible to keep the cargo moving efficiently, quickly, smartly. The job? Make sure that this aircraft's hold is properly loaded, safely loaded, so that the load doesn't shift. Nothing loose. Dangerous goods and IORs properly handled, accounted for, and properly placed for rapid delivery and jettisoning. Everything clearly manifested in waybill. Destinations clear. Load placements and weights noted. The Air Movement Cargo System begins with the receipt of incoming goods. This can happen by air, train, or highway carrier. All sizes, shapes, all weights and configurations of goods arrive. They have to be processed in an orderly way, for content, for destination, to assure the proper weight. Waybills and packaging have to be checked. Checking for priority status, special handling, size and weight. Once the incoming cargo is properly identified, it is moved to its proper bay, aisle, or bin, matching the coding to the waybill, where it shows the cargo transfer points for off-base and out of country. Cargo is shipped by its priority status or number. These priority numbers state when the cargo has to leave. IORs are handled immediately. The cargo has been processed. Now it's ready to be picked. Because it's distributed by destination, weights, and priorities, cargo has to be clearly marked. Then the process of reorganizing or marshaling the cargo onto pallets or into containers can proceed. Wooden pallets may be used, or two sizes of aluminum pallet. The 88-inch by 108-inch that has a capacity of 10,000 pounds, or the 54-inch by 88-inch that can hold 5,000 pounds. Smaller items are consolidated using either a Paul Bunyan or a tri-wall reusable cardboard container.
5 Echo.
These containers and pallets have their loads built, and then they are assigned to aircraft based on a load plan that is calculated for correct weight and balance. The load plan determines the amount of cargo and the location of cargo loads in the aircraft. The heavy items are placed on the bottom, the lighter ones on top. Each item is weight marked on two sides of the package for quick identification. The items are all marked on a cargo build-up sheet. The cargo build-up sheet, once completed, is given to the load planner. The size of the cargo is checked to make sure it fits the aircraft hold. The cargo nets are placed and secured, neatly, without twists. Top nets are straight and side nets angled. The completed pallet is weighed and marked with its pallet identification label. Then it is positioned on the roller system. It's the load planner who decides the correct and safe weight and balance for each aircraft load using a load plan that has been mathematically calculated. Canada Customs does the clearing for the overseas and international shipments. With many loads, there are special handling requirements. Besides the IORs and fragile items, There is the category of dangerous goods, which has its own handling procedures. Transporting dangerous goods by air. Dangerous goods are divided into 9 classifications. They require correct packaging, proper handling procedures, special storage, booking on the aircraft, and caution and precision at all times. It's in the book. There are special ICAO technical instructions for the safe transport of dangerous goods by air.
Dangerous or potentially dangerous goods arrive at CMTT, Central Material Traffic Terminal, where the shipment consignment authorization is checked for detail against the package and the contents.
Hi there. I'd like to send this package to Edmonton. Unfortunately, I don't have very much information about it. I don't know if it's a dangerous item and it's flammable. Could you help me?
Okay, first of all, it's aircraft wax. Get a stock number. By your ALM 187, should give you the proper description. If you can't find it on your ALM 187, just please check with NDHQ. We'll give you more info.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes the item is improperly packaged. Other times, the information is so vague and lacking in detail that CMTT cannot determine how the dangerous good should be properly coded, packaged, or marked. When the information isn't enough, it must be returned to the consignor, who will contact NDHQ or the manufacturer to get more detail and secure a correct UN number.
Hello again. I've checked with my ALM 187 and I believe I've secured all the information necessary for this shipment. Will you please verify with me?
Okay, let's see on the card.
CMTT checks the waybill information and identification against the ICAO technical instruction.
Okay. Okay, UN number is 1263. Class 3, yes. Packing group 3, yes. Flashing point 45 degrees. Okay, I will take care of the rest.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you.
Once the information is received and complete, the goods can be correctly packaged, coded, and labeled.
There are special classes ranging from gases to corrosives. There are specific labels indicating the contents and handling. When there are 2 labels, only one has a number, which indicates the primary risk of the package. Arrows are placed on packages to indicate which end is up. The dangerous cargo is now ready to be booked.
Hi, I have a piece of Danish cargo to be booked on 712 today. Can you book, please?
Yes.
The clerk then contacts ATG headquarters for the booking.
Yes, I need a booking for some dangerous goods going to Edmonton. Service flight 712, Sunday the 5th of April.
Dangerous goods are then transported to AMU, where they are rechecked and placed in a special storage area. It's in the book and should always be checked against this manual and hazardous material guide sheets. With the load checked and weighed, the pallet build-up sheet must go through a match with the manifests. The manifest is checked and completed, matched with the waybills, and then the backlog is prepared. The line crew now takes charge of the paperwork and the load from the load planner. The line crew begins to load the pallets for transport to the aircraft, either by forklift or K-25 cargo loader. Again, teamwork helps to expedite the load safely and efficiently. Each member of the line performing their assigned tasks, unloading and loading taking care, following procedures. An important procedure is checking the dual rail locking system, which is often used in the C-130s. The dual rail system matches the pallet sizes exactly.
The dual rail system is part of the 463L. The purpose of the system is to be able to transport palletized cargo from terminal to terminal operation and also to provide the C-130 Hercules tactical capabilities. The system consists of rollers and locking devices. It is secured to the aircraft floor using the actual tie-down fitting on the main floor and also the ramp area. For training purposes, let's break it down in two parts. Right-hand side, left-hand side. From the farthest right, you have what it calls the outside conveyors. In the center, you have one set of intermediate rollers, and on the left-hand side, you have the left-hand outside conveyors. The system can be installed at two different widths. As it is now, 88 inches across, and it could be also installed at 108 inches across, which would take the entire aircraft floor. And of course, this is to accommodate larger pallets. Outside conveyors, right and left, are provided with locking device, 11 of them on each side, which in turn are actioned by master controls. Of course, right-hand side master controls and left-hand master controls. Let's focus on the left-hand master controls. The left-hand master controls has two sets of handles. The first one being the sequential handle and the second one being the simultaneous handle. The sequential handle locks and unlocks all the locks one by one, as opposed to the simultaneous handles, which locks and unlocks all at once. The right-hand master controls has one handle, however, has four positions. First one being check, second one normal, third one emergency, and finally load. At this time, all of the locks are retracted into the railing.
Extra caution must be taken to ensure load clearance on all sides.
Back up. Good. Pull back. Forward.
Each pallet is locked into the system separately. Special handling cargo is last to load. The IORs are placed on a pallet, if there's room, or on the side of the aircraft. Dangerous goods cargo is placed near the door and well secured. Everything is double-checked and rechecked for secured loading and locking. All loads aren't the same, and allowances have to be made for different configurations. Some aircraft are cargo-ready with either a bare floor, which is used mainly for the transport of vehicles, tools, and equipment, or the dual rail locking system for palletized cargo. There are other configurations that the load planner references in the Air Command Manual of Air Movement, like the combined seating and vehicle loads. There's the cargo winching system that helps unload equipment and vehicles as well as different loading systems detailed in the manual using snatch blocks and prime mover cable, for example. Vehicles are always loaded when the aircraft's ramp is down. Prior to vehicle loading, fuel levels must be checked in accordance with ALM 117. It's essential that vehicles are well secured. Always making sure to use the correct tie-down chains and straps and the correct angles for securing the fasteners. When the K-25 or a forklift loads, the ramp is supported by the milk stool. A bumper board is used when the forklift is loading or unloading cargo. Fully loaded, the line crew secures the cargo ramp and door, watching the warning lights to assure that all is secure and flight ready. Their job done, the line crew hands off the paper to the loadmaster, who will travel with the load and who's responsible for the load in flight. Again, a check. A post-loading check as a safety precaution. This is a system that works. A system with a tradition for excellence. Receiving, verification, checking dangerous goods, building loads, netting and securing, weighing, marshalling, loading, offloading, locking and securing, always checking, always careful, each step fitting into the last and the next. Teamwork. It's an Air Command team effort that works. Air Command keeps cargo in motion, keeps the goods and tools moving to where they're needed with a quick response system that maintains the honored tradition of the safe movement of cargo to final destinations. It all started with DC-3s and heavy transports. Now, Air Command moves cargo, troops, passengers, and vehicles, serves NATO and the UN, science and navigation, and flies mercy missions. The tradition is in your hands.